miracle number 20, dua for Medina. So now until this point, we covered all the miracles that happened before the Hijrah, before Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam entered Medina. These were about 19 of them. Now we have another set of miracles that happened in Medina. And there are other miracles that happened after his life, his predictions that came true, and also the things that we are seeing happening true these days. So now let's look what happened, the first miracle that happened in Medina. So the story of Medina, that time Medina was known to be a place which was very unhealthy, right? It was very well known in Arabia that this is one of the most unhealthiest place. So the reason is that, one of the reasons is that, there was this river that used to flow in Medina, and that water was very colored. It was not very healthy. It was very dirty, and as you know, the diseases can come out because of the insects and so on. And when the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, when they migrated to Medina, when they made hijrah to Medina, they began to fall sick. And as you know, the weather of Makkah is completely different from weather of Medina. Medina is more agricultural, whereas weather of Makkah is more, it's more desert. There's not much agriculture going on there. So what happened in Medina, specifically these two Sahabi, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu and Bilal radiallahu anhu, they got sick because of the weather there. And also they were not only physically sick, but they were also kind of homesick, because you emotionally, you lived all your life in Makkah, you grew up there in the streets in Makkah. Now you have to leave it, come to Medina, and you cannot even go back to Makkah because they are waiting to kill you in Makkah. So that sickness, emotional and physical sickness, made them grieve a lot. They became very sad. So Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he saw that this is the situation. So he made dua to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. He said, "Oh Allah, make us love Medina as we love Makkah, or even more than that." Then he said, "Oh Allah, give blessings in our sa'a and mud," that is like the measuring units in that time. So blessing in whatever the trade that they do. And also make the climate of Medina suitable for us, and divert its fever towards Al-Juhfa. So all these duas got accepted. So people started loving Medina, and even until this day, everybody loves Medina. When people who went to Medina can say it for themselves that how beautiful that place is. When you enter Medina, there's something in Medina, in that atmosphere, that makes you feel so much attached. The calmness, the peacefulness there. And even though Makkah, the Masjid al-Haram, is the most holiest site, you see the difference there. The people that you interact with in Medina is so much different. And even like when Makkah was conquered in like 7th or 8th Hijri year, the Sahaba radiallahu anhum, they still stayed in Medina, most of them. They liked it so much and they wanted to continue their life there. And even if even today, the people of Medina are so helpful. They want to help you in everything you go there. And even for like, if you go in Ramadan, and I went there in Ramadan, I saw the change of behavior there in Makkah and Medina. In Medina, people want to share everything that they have. In Medina, people are some of them help, some of them are concerned about themselves. And actually, people who go for i'tikaf, they tell these stories that if you're in Makkah, and if you are doing i'tikaf in Masjid al-Haram, you have to basically leave the masjid, go into the hotel, eat there, and come back. So that is allowed. That's because that's a darura, it's necessary. But in Medina, that never happens, because there's always some person after you that, "Oh brother, please eat with me," and this and that. So it's altogether a different feeling there. The people are very, very generous, very, very helpful. And also, the sickness of Medina, the diseases of Medina was taken away. And all it's, as the hadith mentioned, it moved to Al-Juhfa. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made dua for this. Juhfa, this was a place which was like an abandoned land. Nobody used to live there. And so Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made that, this fever, this diseases should go to other land and Medina should be safe from it. An interesting thing about Al-Juhfa is that, this is one of the places where, we have the miqat. We have the 5 miqat places, right? And Juhfa is one of the miqat for people like Syria, Lebanon, and Jordan, those places, and Palestine. So until this day, nobody lives in Al-Juhfa because, first of all, it's an abandoned area. Second thing is that, they know that Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, made this dua, so nobody lives there. And so for miqat, they have another area close by. I think it's called Rabil. So that's where people wear ihram, make the intention of ihram for Umrah or Hajj.